Hey, everybody. Oh, you're unmuted. Hold on. I'll do it.
Thank you.
I think I can do it. There we go.
Sure.
I don't know. It must have unmuted you during that. That's weird.
Maybe when you came back, it unmuted me.
Yeah.
'Cause
Hey,
I can't
everybody.
reach the button that's under my phone camera holder.
Thank you all for coming in. Today we're going to be canning. Because this is a canning show, typically. We're going to be canning today. And we're going to be canning pomegranate jelly. And Tammy is going to be teaching us how to do that. So exciting. So exciting. Hey, Huga. Hey, Gil. Hey, Yosi. Hey, Jinja. Thank you all for coming in. If you can, please share us out on social media. Please share us out on YouTube. Let people know about what we are doing here this afternoon. Also, Tammy needs like hours. And she is down to less than 100 hours needed. So if you can, please play her stuff. Help her get monetized. And she will be doing karaoke tonight. Where is it going to be at? Your channel, right?
My channel. Yep.
At what time?
9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. So tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, she'll be doing karaoke with, was it Cajun Hydroponics and Will It Grow?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So the Shed Wars peeps and the Poop Troopers doing karaoke over at Tammy's tonight. So, help her out there too. If you can't do it right now, got a lot going on, watch tonight. More than likely she will get all of her hours just in one night. So that's what we're hoping. And then she won't have to worry about it anymore. It'd be great.
Yes.
So happy birthday, CB.
Oh, happy birthday.
And yeah, so go ahead and do your thing. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing.
Well, you could start with 5 whole pomegranates and crush them and make the juice. Or you can be a little lazy like me and buy 3.5 cups of store-bought 100% pomegranate juice. It's actually fairly cheap these days. And so I got a thing at the dollar store and I'm like, oh, that's not enough. So then I got some at Walmart. So Dollar Tree carries it for $1, about a cup and a half. You need 3.5, or Walmart has the whole thing. So in here, I have the 3.5 cups of pomegranate juice, 100%, no water added, and 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And I decided to spare everybody the bloopers. I didn't pour it all over myself this time. That lemon juice bottle is horrible. So we're going to go ahead. And then we're going to turn on the stove and get this going. And once it gets going a little bit, it takes a little bit on here. I'm going to do it not too high. Then we'll add our sugar and our pectin. That's it. The original recipe only called for 3 ingredients: the sugar, the pectin, and the juice. I wanted a little bit more acid. I wanted it to be a little more tart. So I put the lemon juice in. So you don't even have to do that. But it keeps the color nice. So I like to add it.
Thanks for coming in, Gear. We appreciate you. And I have a question, though, about this. Does this work with every juice?
Yes. You could do this with any juice.
Okay.
Any fruit juice.
So you could buy some like Ocean Spray,
if it's
pineapple mango or something.
If it's 100% juice, yes.
Okay.
You have to watch the ones that add the water and dilute it down. But if it's 100% juice product, yes.
Okay.
Which is really nice because all of the mess was done back in the factory crushing the pomegranates. I didn't have to play with the little seeds, and I still get all the flavor, all the nutrition, and none of that mess. So
yeah.
And I'm doing these little tiny ones today because I'm going to do them up for favors for my daughter's baby shower. So everybody that goes to the baby shower will get to take home a small little jelly.
Aww.
And pomegranate is Cameron's favorite. So
thanks, Gil, for sharing us out today. I appreciate you. We do have 10 people in here, so thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We are canning pomegranate and pomegranate juice, and she just explained how basically she bought the juice from, the store versus having to crush the pomegranates and all of that. So it made it 10 times easier. And she did add more lemon to make it more tart. So that's pretty cool.
And lemon juice also preserves the color. So I really wanted to keep the nice red color because otherwise, over time, within a year in the light, the pretty pink red would turn brown. And nobody wants to eat brown jelly.
Yeah. Unless the tastes are really good. And
yes.
I wouldn't really care.
But this recipe makes 6 cups. So I don't really want to have 6 cups of jelly because I won't go through it that fast. Not just me. Now this I'm giving as a gift, so it'll get eaten fast. But if it was just a batch for at home, we wouldn't go through it that fast.
Yeah. Hey, Outdoors with Big Matt, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. And yeah, she's waiting on this to boil.
A washpot never boils, as my mother always said.
Yeah, exactly. I used to have a stove that took forever. I hated it.
Well, this stove heats up actually really fast, so I only put it on 4, which is the medium, low medium, because if I put it any higher, it would be like boiling and scorching. So I turned it up to 8 because it didn't do it as fast as I thought it would on 4. So
yeah,
we'll have to watch the temperature really good. It's an electric stove. So if I were to pick any stove I could cook on, it would be a gas stove.
Yeah. I have only ever I never actually used a gas stove for anything. I only ever used electric. So
I have spent most of my life with electric stoves, but whenever I've had a chance, I've had a gas. But again, I'm kind of used to that because that's what my mom had, so.
Oh, also, Tammy is really close to 5,000 subscribers as well. So, if you know anybody that's interested in canning and stuff like that, turn them on to Tammy because Rebel Canners, I mean, they're huge. They're huge on Facebook. They're huge, it's a big thing. So go over there and check it out and tell people about it. Help her get more subscribers.
Thank you, Courtney.
Mm-hmm. What?
You can kind of see on there where it's starting to steam up. So I'm going to go ahead. I have measured out 5 cups of sugar. I'm going to go ahead and add that in now that the juice is getting warm. And now at least you guys can watch me stir. So just kind of watch that and let it dissolve in there. And then once it gets boiling, I'm going to add the pectin. It is just 1 packet of pectin. I measured out 8 tablespoons, which is the equivalent of 1 because I buy my pectin in bulk. So. And this is one you will want to be careful when you make it because it will stain your clothes.
Yeah. I think most jams do, though, under that. Yeah. Hey, Gardner Josh, thank you for coming in.
Hey, Josh.
Tammy will be doing karaoke tonight at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check her out. It'll be over at her channel with Cajun Hydroponics and Will It Grow. It's just going to be a lot of fun. So head on over there tonight. I think Gil will be going live as well. And then after that, we will have fishes at 11:30. So that's my schedule for tonight. Just a lot of fun.
And then I'm back at 11:30 tomorrow morning.
Yep. She does a Saturday show at 11:30 on Saturdays. Oh, Gil's not doing anything tonight. That's right.
Oh, okay.
That's right. He took the place of Josh, or whatever, they switched. So that's my fault. I'm so used to Fridays. So no, Gil won't be going on tonight. So it'll just be Tammy and then Fishes at 11:30. By the way, can anybody go up there and sing? How does that work? I don't think I've ever watched a karaoke one.
I've only watched the first ones they did. I haven't seen the recent ones, but I do have 6 spots because I'm gonna go ahead and pay for the premium today for StreamYard. It reset yesterday, but I want to make sure. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the premium and try that. So I'll have spots. I think they do have people come up and sing, and then they put the music on their side. So Gear asked if I was gonna sing. You better bring your earplugs if I'm singing. They'll be putting mute. They'll just be muting the screen if I do that. We'll see. But I don't know if I'm that. I don't know. If I get my hours, I'll be singing. I don't know if the karaoke machine even has the songs I sing. The last song I sang for an audience was Kyrie Eleison by Mr. Mister, and it was 9 months before it came out on the radio. But that's because the guy that helped produce it taught me that song before it was released and was my choir director. So, and I'm not sure he didn't write it, but I can't claim that because I don't know for sure.
YouTube has about every karaoke, so there's no excuses, Gear says.
Okay, if they have Kyrie Eleison by Mr. Mister, I'll sing tonight. How's that, Gear? It'll be 1984 all over again. Or 82, or 83, or 81. Somewhere in there. I know it wasn't 85. No, my choir director at camp was Rich Mullins. And you may know him by the song by Amy Grant, Our God is an Awesome God.
Mm-hmm.
He won gold for that. So
wow.
that was the guy that taught me to sing, but he's been gone for about 17 years now. So he passed away in 99, 98, something like that. In car accident.
Thank you, Gear, for watching and being so supportive of all of our channels. It's really, really nice. It's nice to have a good following. So we really appreciate you all. Plus, we love you.
All right. Starting to get a good boil here. Sugar is all dissolved. So we'll just wait till it comes to a good rolling boil and we'll add the pectin. And this is where a lot of people mess up when they're making jelly. They think because they see these few little bubbles in here like that that's a boil. When you're making jelly, that's not the boil you want. You want a boil that when you stir, it's boiling over here, and you can't stir the boil down, that it's still boiling. That's a rolling boil. So this is nowhere near a rolling boil yet.
That makes sense.
So a lot of times it won't set, and it's just because you didn't get it up to the right temperature.
Yeah.
But that camera's not doing too bad. That's as far as I can lower it down. I wish I could lower it down.
Great. It's absolutely great. I love the setup. You did great. I have an extra phone just for this kind of stuff. So yeah.
Well, I got brave. I'm like, I got to figure out how Courtney did it because I know you've done it on these programs before with us. So I finally got brave and decided to try the phone.
Yeah, happy birthday, Huga. We love you, CB. CB is original OG too. I mean, she's been around since the very beginning of my channel as well. So thank you so much for being here.
All right, so if you see the boil now, it's still boiling as I'm stirring it. That is a full rolling boil. And I'm only on 5 on my stove, which is medium heat. So I'm not, doing any super heat to this. It's just enough to get it to a good boil. So we're going to go ahead, see how talented I am with my left hand. Get that in there. It's going to clump, of course, because even though I'm ambidextrous, I did not stir while I was watching me pour that in there. All right. So now I'm just going to time this, and I want it to boil for 5 minutes. So it's 12:17 on my stovetop. We're going to use that. I think I can actually turn it down just a hair. And you can sure smell the pomegranate.
Oh, I bet you that's amazing because I love pomegranate. I even like the seeds. I just love it.
Do you know the mythology behind that?
No, actually, I know it's a Bible fruit for sure, but I'm not sure. Like
in Greek mythology, the god of the underground, Hades, married the daughter of the harvest and garden, Persephone was the daughter's name. He married Persephone, but she didn't want to live in Hades because it's underground and it's dark, and she wanted to be with her mother, the spring goddess. And so he made her eat a pomegranate seed because in mythology that means you always have to return. So every year she would go and be with her mother for a few months out of the year, and he would make her eat a pomegranate and swallow the seed. That meant she had to return to Hades to be with him.
Aww. I love that story.
So that is the mythology. So be careful where you eat a pomegranate seed. You'll have to return there.
Ooh. Yeah, I love that story. That's great.
See, I'm a wealth of useless trivia.
I thought I was. I love it.
In high school, I took an advanced English class, and I had to read not only the Odyssey, but the Iliad and the Aeneid, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good old Homer.
Yeah, I had to read that, too. And then we had to watch the movie. We watched Odyssey, the movie or whatever.
But I didn't have to read it. I did that as an extra credit, extra study project. Well, I had to read the Odyssey, but the rest of them I did as an extra credit. It impressed my humanities teacher. Back when they still taught humanities in school.
I didn't have humanities, but I took mythology.
That's cool that they had a mythology class.
Yeah. But it was all Greek mythology. Which is surprising that I didn't know the Hades story.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, that's how he keeps Persephone, I can't pronounce it right, in Hades with him.
Internet glitched. I apologize, guys. There we go. We're back.
So I got 2 more minutes here. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit more because it's really still boiling good. So I can honestly say we've got a good full rolling boil for more than a minute.
Hey, Shift Kicker, thank you for coming in and supporting the channel.
Now the recipe I got this from came straight from the Sure Gel box, and they said if you had a lot of foam, that you could put a pat of butter on right now. I don't put the butter on my jelly. I don't really care if I have foam or not, but we don't have a lot of foam.
No.
A little messy now. I'm going to go ahead and start filling our jelly jars.
Oh boy.
These tiny ones are such a pain to fill. Are you still there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and mute this for just a second because Becca has company.
Oh, okay. She's trying really, really, really hard not to make a mess because the pomegranate juice stains everything. You guys notice that. She's filling the jelly jars. Gear. I've never had a pomegranate jelly. I've had lots of different types of jelly, but never a pomegranate. So I imagine this will be very, very nice to have. Thanks for coming back and hanging out with us today. If you guys aren't familiar with Tammy over at the Rebel Canners, head on over there and subscribe to her channel. She needs, I think, 80, no, it was 4, I can't remember. It was like 80 hours she needed left in order to be monetized. So tonight she will be doing karaoke with Cajun Hydroponics and Will It Grow over at her channel at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go over there and check her out. And I think they'll be inviting people up to sing karaoke, and it's really a silly group, and I'm excited. Hopefully she will get all of her hours. She needs 40, Yosi said. So hopefully she will get all of her hours tonight, which 40 is so simple. And between today and tomorrow, she would have 40 hours for sure. So she will get monetized, and hopefully she can get all of her hours. They'll add them all up, and Monday or Tuesday she can turn in her paperwork, and it'll be all good, which I'm really excited. She's also not far away from 5,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the Rebel Canners, go over there and subscribe to her channel. Yep. Yeah. We want the permanent subscribers. We don't want the fake ones. So go over there, subscribe, and stick around. Watch. Learn something. Yeah, this is really, really, really super cool. done a lot of things on this show. I guess, the canning season is going to be upon us here before too long, so we'll probably get together and do more canning stuff together. That would be really awesome. It's just kind of, we started this Blue Ribbon Canning show like right amongst the non-canning season, really. Like there was just like nothing to can. So hopefully we'll have more to can, and I plan on planting tons of carrots and peas and stuff this year, so I'll probably be canning a lot of that kind of stuff. So thanks, Shift Kicker. Yes, go over there, ring the bell. It'd be great to help support our community. Tammy is a poop trooper, as well as a lot of people out there and then in the side chat as well. So thank you for supporting the community. We had a small get together last night, members only. We had such a good time. It was a little small St. Patrick's Day celebration.
It didn't let me in right away, and then I was gonna ask you for the link, and I fell asleep.
Oh, that's okay. I understand.
I had been up since 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I woke up at 5 a.m. and didn't really go back to sleep right away, and then I fell back asleep, and I woke up at 10. So.
I got your message this morning at 6:20, and I woke up at 6:30.
Oh. Yeah, when I can't sleep, I go directly to my phone to look at stuff, and do I usually am on YouTube and comment back to people, or I shop a little bit until I fall asleep.
All right, I have 3 more lids and rings to find.
Thank you guys for watching the show today. This was awesome.
And yes, I'm a rebel. Some of these are new, though. I'm getting the new ones out.
You can reuse lids as long as they're not damaged. But yes, that's a
I
rebel
personally
thing.
only use them for things that I'm going to water bath. So, but these 3 here are actually new lids. They were just the last 3 in the box, and I threw them back in this container, the used ones. And then now we just take and put this in the water bath canner and water bath them for 5 minutes. So I'm going to grab that down here.
Here's our big All-American sitting right there.
Sorry, I disappeared. I should have got the water ready, but I wanted it boiling hot.
That's okay. You're fine. That's why you have a co-host.
If I was not doing this...
Hey, Hedgehog, thank you for coming in. We are canning pomegranate jelly. If you don't know what that is, you can rewatch or replay what we have already did.
And I would have had this canner with water boiling all set up if I had had room, but I didn't have room with the camera on the stove. So if you do this and you're not doing it to show, you would have it all ready and going and just transfer your jars in then.
Thank you guys for coming in and watching us. Like I said, Tammy will be on on tonight, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the karaoke with Will It Grow and Cajun Hydroponics. Ooh. It's going to be a good one tonight, guys. Help Tammy get her hours as well. She has 40 more hours to go. And you being there tonight will count for her hours. So show up, hang out. It'll be a lot of fun. Fishes and Lowe's Life will also be going on at 11:30. So I'll be over there as well. Good times with good friends. That's basically what this is about. It takes a minute to get the water up, boiling. But the smaller jars, you only want to boil for about 5 minutes. You can take them out. The first time, I don't use a lot of pectin and stuff, but the first time I used pectin was when I made my pepper jelly. Pepper jelly sounds really good right now. I have a ton of that. I have so many jars of that in the basement as well. It was funny, like, all the while I was making my pepper jelly, people were like, I can't find the stuff to make the pepper jelly. I found the stuff in the store, and this is wages. I found it at a store. I bought like a ton of it because I was like, well, maybe people just can't find it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. So I made sure that I covered the jelly over, the water is over 1 inch over the jars, which, oops, let me flip this back again. Sorry.
Okay.
There. So they are covered. You can't really see it, but they are covered. This does not take long. You can do even the half pint for 5 minutes. I just wanted the tiny jars.
Yeah.
So.
Gare wants to know, can you make soda jelly? And
yes, you can.
What is soda jelly? I've never had it.
You can use like Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper as the juice in this same recipe. Add the pectin, and it will make a very sweet soda pop flavored jelly of your choice.
Interesting. I've never heard of that before. You learn something new every day. That's cool. You can make like Dr. Pepper jelly if you wanted to. Like, interesting. I had no idea.
Pepper cream soda jelly.
Ooh, cream soda jelly? What? I had no idea you could do that.
A lot of people love the Mountain Dew jelly that don't even like Mountain Dew. So, yes, Dr. Pepper jelly on toast would be good. But yeah, so if you have like some flat pop, it doesn't have to be carbonated because you're actually boiling the carbonation out. So if you have a party or something and you open a 2-liter and it doesn't get drank up, don't throw it out, use it up, recycle it into jelly.
Wow. I had no idea that you could do that.
Yeah.
Hey, LP, thank you for coming in.
I'm not sure that it has the same health benefits as a fruit jelly, just saying. But, you know.
I'm sure it's just loaded with
A little
Stop
sugar,
it.
a little
Yeah.
sugar with your sugar never hurt anybody on their toast in the morning.
Nah. Yeah, it doesn't sound right. I had no idea that you could do that. But a 7 Up or something like that,
Oh
or
yeah,
cherry pop,
yep.
cherry
So
soda. Everybody, I say pop.
yeah, well, here in Michigan we always say pop too, so that's why.
Knew
But
there was a
then
reason why I liked you, Tammy.
yes,
You're normal.
my favorite pop is cream soda. Go figure that out.
Well, that's different. It says cream soda on
Soda is
the
the
pop.
name. It's not the descriptor.
Right. So it's still pop. It
Right.
screams soda.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm the same way. That's so funny.
It's a matter of verbiage. Get that verbiage right and check out
Exactly.
my rant about that post.
I always ask people down south, I'm like, well, then what do you call like Coke and stuff? Because it's not a soda.
No,
And they're like,
they
we
call
just
it
call
Coke.
it Coke.
They call
I'm
it
like,
Coke
it's
a
just
Coke.
pop.
They call a Pepsi a Coke, if you can even find Pepsi down there. And then Mountain Dew is a Mountain Dew. They don't,
But it's all pop.
you either get a Coke or you get a Mountain Dew. Or a root beer, And then there's root beer. That just really throws everybody because you could get a Coke and it's a root beer. Because it's brown. So all the brown ones are Coke.
Oh, Lord. I'm not normal, and you still love me. Oh, we love you, of course, Yosi.
So we're back to the watch pot boiling phase. Is that where this started? I did pretty good. I had 1 jar left over on my estimate of how many it would take. Although I was hoping there'd be a little that didn't go in the jars, I could get a sample. So now I'm going to have to open one here in a couple days and try it.
Yeah. And you guys can do this with any fruit juice as long as it's 100% fruit juice.
Yes.
So if you see that out there, or if you see an excess amount, like say for instance you go to like an Amish thrift store or something, they have extra or something, you can buy it up, make a ton of jam.
Yeah, those discount Amish groceries often have the canned fruit juice in the glass jars. And they're almost always 100% fruit juice when you see them like that in the glass.
Yeah.
And if you get like EBT or SNAP or WIC or whatever they call it in your state, the WIC gets a lot of juice. So you could take some of your WIC juice and make jelly. So then you have, a sweet treat for the family.
There you go, guys. We're running on hard times anyway. So, you got to do what you got to do. If you can do this with different types of juices, you can have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Peanut butter, if you buy it in bulk, is super cheap.
Because they give you on WIC, they give you the bread, the whole wheat bread, and they give you juice, but they don't, and they give you peanut butter, but they don't give you jelly you're supposed to eat a plain peanut butter sandwich. So this way you would have the jelly to go with it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gear.
Ooh. Yeah, the Amish groceries are really nice, but they are not open on Saturdays and Sundays.
There's a lot of awesome pops out there. There was one Panaz or something like that. It's a cheapo pop that you buy at like Save a Lot or something like that. But it's pineapple pop. Mm-hmm. It is so good. You could totally make a jelly out of that, and it would be really good.
Wasn't the Poop Troop talking about cheer beer? The pop cheer beer?
Wine.
Cheer wine.
So, yes.
Yeah. I found a bottle here in Becca's house.
Really? It's really
bottle.
good.
It's an empty bottle. I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
But then I went down to World Market, and they have all sorts of weird flavored pops. And
Yeah,
they have
yeah, they do.
the cherry
I love
wine.
World Market.
Yes. But yeah. So I did it. Becca had a appointment in the same mall for her doctor's office lab, and so I got to walk through World Market for an hour the other day.
Oh God, I would have. Oh man.
I took some shorts. That's where the short of all the hot dog sausages came from. So you can, if you don't have a water bath canner, you can just use the base to your pressure canner. So that's another thing. If you can only afford to buy one, get a pressure canner, because then you have a water bath canner and a pressure canner.
Mm-hmm. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
Oh, well, World Market, like that's where I've tried like some of these stuff that you don't normally try. Like I've tried lychee pop.
Ooh.
They had like these little bottles of like lychee stuff, and I tried that. Like there's just a bunch of stuff that you can't normally get anywhere else, and like I'd buy, oh, I want to try that and see what it tastes like. So I would just like buy a little thing of it.
Yeah. And they also have like the elderflower flavored carbonated waters, which are healthy for you and different.
Yeah.
And our World Market doesn't have a liquor license.
Oh, that's weird because the ones around here do, and they carry wines and
Yeah,
champagne from around the world.
ours has been trying to get theirs for like a year and a half now.
Wow.
I don't know what's up with that, but it's kind of weird. So the only things they sell are soda pop. You don't have to worry about it being like mixed in there.
Yeah. Almost there.
It's starting to boil, but not enough for me to call the 5-minute time yet, since it's such a short time. But I see some. Anyway, like my mother said, a watch pot never boils.
Exactly.
So how is the bathroom remodel coming?
It's going good. My husband has all the drywall hung. He's putting like the plastic on the ends, or I forget what the ends are called. The stuff that you put on the corners.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, he's putting that on.
Taping.
And as soon as he does that, he's got a putty and tape and putty.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as that is all done, obviously you have to sand, and then you sand and then prime. And then I'll be probably next week painting in there.
Nice.
Which will be nice. So we're almost there.
Yes, Gear, if you know anyone with EBD and SNAP, which are the federal programs, I think those are federal, so it's not just a state thing, it's a federal thing. You can buy seeds and plant starts at places that are already approved to take the food stamps, like Walmart, Myers, any place like that where they sell groceries. If they have trees, fruit trees, and seeds, and those mushroom kits like I did the video on, when I looked that up, it said that was EBT SNAP too. So that was one of the reasons I picked it up, so that anybody that follows me could do it. So those are some great things to know right now. Because as Courtney said, times are tough for people all over out there. And I'm afraid we were gonna
well, lived high on the hog there for a while, and people were getting tons of money, and they thought, oh, well, I don't have to work. Now they're returning to work at $17 an hour, but gas prices are so high, it's like making $7 an hour.
Yeah.
So
I figured it out. It's at this cost right now. It's $4.19 a gallon for gas here this morning. At this price, it's going to cost me an extra $4,000 to drive my kids back and forth to school because we school of choice out of our district.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money in gas. That's more. That's above what I already pay.
It'll probably come down a little bit, you know. I expect it to, you know.
It would be nice if they would repeal the tax.
I mean, even if it was at 3, I would be okay.
Yeah.
$4 and $5 a gallon is like, that's crippling people.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Well, I don't think you can see it real well on yours, but it is boiling quite well now. So we're going to start the time. It is 12:46, so at 51, I can start taking them out. So I'm going to walk over here and clean off my staging area for setting everything down.
I'm lucky I have a farm that's 5 minutes from my house that I can go and pick things. It's like a picking patch, but they sell for groceries. They sell to major grocery stores. So I can go there and get all of my produce as long as I pick it myself. And it's really, I mean, it's not hard to pick it yourself. I don't care, you know? So probably in June they'll have I drove past yesterday and they had their straw out for their strawberries already.
Ooh.
So they got their strawberries planted.
Nice.
Yeah, and the straws out there. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping in June I can go. It'll be the beginning of June. I can go and pick a ton of strawberries and make strawberry jam. Oh my God, it's my favorite.
So, you know, I'm very frugal. I'm on a very limited budget. Last year, I found a great big, like 10-inch pipe that already had the holes drilled into it, perforated pipe. I don't know, and it was spray painted green. I'm like, okay. So that is going to be my strawberry tower.
Oh, that's cool.
I've already bought my plants. I just got to find the base, something to be the base.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do a strawberry tower. So I've already got the strawberries bought, and they're sitting in little cups waiting to be transplanted into that. But of course, we're going to get another weekend. This weekend is supposed to be really nice. All week it's supposed to be above freezing, and then back down to 29 all next week.
Yep. So. Welcome to our world. This whole region.
Yeah.
It's just like one day it's 80 and the next day it's 20 degrees. You're like.
Yeah, it was 70. It was 70 the other day.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah. It's really warm out today. I'm going to go out and clean up in the garden and stuff after this. But for the most part, like, it's supposed to get cold after this, so.
That's what I want to do this weekend is I have all those big round containers that I didn't get moved into the garden. So I'm going to go out there and take all the plastic and put down and then put the containers in my fenced in, well, half fenced in garden. Maybe I'll get the rest of the chain link up this year. Not holding my breath.
Yeah, Gardner Josh, our weather is confused. They put the straw, you don't need straw, but they put it down so that the birds don't come and eat the seeds. It's like the same with grass. The strawberry seeds are really fine. It's almost like a grass seed. It's real small. So they put the straw down so birds don't come and pick through it all.
And also the strawberries, if they get on the ground, they start to rot. But if they are on the little straw, it provides a little bed to keep the strawberries from rotting as fast.
This makes me want to go to Tractor Supply and buy some stuff. I want to buy some more. I think I'm going to buy potatoes this year because Operation Capsaicin, Matt, sent us a bunch of stuff, and 2 things that he sent us was potato grow bags.
Ooh.
I've never had a potato grow bag. So I'm super excited to get that started, and it's cool because the potato grow bags have on the side that little flap, so you can
Right.
pull them out. I'm like,
Are you going to
excited.
do any sweet potatoes?
No, I suck at that. I've tried to in the past, and I was just like, I just want to grow things that I know I can grow, and yeah.
Well, I have 2 sweet potatoes. One I left at my friend's house that I took there for lunch, and it is already growing slips. So I stuck it in water, stuck it in her window, and then I have a purple one I bought at the big produce market, and well, the same trip to Lansing. And
Hey, Abby.
that thing is not even doing anything. It's just sitting in that water going, ha ha, I am not even going to produce one single slip for you, lady.
Yeah.
It's just taunting me every time I walk by it.
Thanks for coming in, Abby. Oh, hey, Thorhaven. We are making pomegranate jelly. And if you guys haven't seen it, you can go back and watch. She used 100% pomegranate juice, put the pectin in it. She already put it in the jars, and now we are water bathing it for 5 minutes.
It is 52. So if my math is right, it's time to come out of the water bath.
Hey, Lewis.
I am going to put a towel down because
there is a reason for that. Like if you have a granite countertop or something like that, you definitely want to put a towel down, because if you put a jar on a cold, like a hot jar on a cold countertop, you run the risk of it exploding or cracking. You don't want any of that. Hey, thank you, Keegan, for coming in, hanging out with us.
You see,
it's beautiful.
You can't even see how pretty pink it is, but it's just a lovely red pink color.
So if you guys haven't had pomegranate jelly, I suggest going out and getting some of the ingredients. Now you can use any juice for this, as long as it's 100% juice, and then you can add the pectin in. And if you're coming across hard times, you go to an Amish thrift store, or you go to a secondhand store that has food or whatever, and you see that they have juices and they're 100% or whatever, you can purchase them and make your own jam or jelly. I always say jam. Jam is my favorite.
Yes.
But I always say jam. This is a jelly. The difference is a jam has chunks in it and a jelly does not. It's pure. Basically, it's pure. It doesn't have any seeds or anything like that.
And then a marmalade has citrus fruit, and a concert has raisins and nuts in it.
Mm. I like marmalade.
I like to take orange marmalade and mix it with Sweet Baby Ray's and make orange chicken. That's like Chinese takeout around here.
Yeah, I love orange chicken. There is a Chinese restaurant, it's like 45 minutes from here, and they would make orange chicken, and they actually had orange rinds in with it. And I was like, oh. I don't know now if I'm allergic to it, though.
Oh, yeah,
because
that's true.
I don't think it would be, I don't know. I don't remember.
I just found out something exciting about my allergies. I'm allergic to shellfish, so I can't have lobster. And I don't know other people that have this allergy, right? So I just met someone who has the same allergy, and she can eat crayfish because they don't have the iodine in them. So there may be a crayfish boil in my future very soon.
That'd be cool.
Very soon. I am like, are you kidding me? Me and my EpiPen, we're lining up to try this.
Yeah.
I will risk it once for a crawfish boil. Let me tell you. So, if you want, you can go ahead and Let me turn this way for a second.
Okay.
And maybe. All right, I'm just going to take this out of here.
Okay.
Well, let me show it the way I want to. There.
Butter chicken. Yeah, isn't that beautiful, guys? Not only is it beautiful, it's wow. It tastes great too.
Yep, there's the pop.
That's what you want to hear.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and leave.
Okay.
Nobody wants to see me from that angle. Oh. And there you go. In that time, less than an hour from start to finish, not counting some pre-measuring I did.
Yeah.
We did jelly.
It didn't take very long at all.
No,
In an hour, we are done. And it doesn't take long at all. But yeah, so you can do, like I said, you can do it with any juices.
Yep.
So
pomegranate just kind of struck my fancy this week. So
yeah,
like
that's good stuff though.
It's my middle daughter's absolute favorite flavor, and I wanted to give these as thank yous at her baby shower. But bridal shower. Why do I keep saying baby shower? Bridal shower. No babies yet. No possibility of babies yet.
Wow. Well, we got 15 people in here. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us today. Tammy is looking for hours, guys. She has 40 more hours left, and she is doing karaoke tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over at the Rebel Canners. And you can go over there and help her out with her hours. And Will It Grow and Cajun Hydroponics will be over there hanging out. And that'll be a good time tonight. And then followed would be Fishes and Lowe's Life at 11:30. And we'll all be hanging out there and having a good time as well. Go, Tammy, go. That's right.
Raven. I mentioned you Friday or Thursday after you left. It's all your fault. I went out to eat and I got poutine. And it's all because you guys have been talking about it over there on your channel.
Isn't it good? It's like the ultimate comfort food.
My best friend owns a restaurant, and it is not close by to where I live, but we happen to be over by where him and his wife have a restaurant. And so we stopped into their restaurant, and one of these big channels, I won't name their name, that is not affiliated with us, or not a Poop Troop member, mentioned it. And then Thorhaven had mentioned it, and then Annie had mentioned it, I think, on Thorhaven's live. And then somebody else mentioned it, and I'm like, oh, that's it. I need it. And then I went out to eat at his restaurant, and there it was on the menu. And I'm like, I want that.
Yeah. Honestly, it really needs to be on everybody's menu. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, we're only 4 hours from Quebec. Why don't we have it on the menu everywhere?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Oh.
Yes, it is your fault. It is totally your fault.
Diggs.
Because I have wanted it ever since you started mentioning it. And somebody mentioned it before you, but I'm blaming you because you're here.
Because you're the only Canadian in here.
That's right.
But yeah, it's good. If you guys don't know what poutine is, it's French fries, basically with everything but the kitchen sink on it. It has little onions and cheese curds.
And they put bacon. He put bacon bits on top of his.
And then they top it all up with a brown gravy, some cheese. I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible for you, okay? I'm not going to lie, but it's so good.
Well, Tim slipped a hamburger patty. Well done underneath there for me. So it had some protein.
I've never had it like that.
Yeah. Well, they were making it into a sandwich. So they had it on a brioche bun with the hamburger patty and then poutine flowing out of this this hamburger poutine sandwich.
God.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need the bun, but I really want the real poutine. And she's like, do you want the cheese curds on it? And I'm like, yes, of course I do. I want an original Quebec style.
Yeah, I would never say that. Poutine is good.
Yes.
Poutine. Yes. It's like an offset of pudding.
Yes.
I'm good.
Yes. And my French teacher, although she did not teach me Quebec or New Orleans French, she taught me proper French. So she would be very upset if I pronounced it wrong. So if you catch me pronouncing it wrong, don't tell Mrs. Stearns. She lives really close. That 4 years of high school French has actually served me very well in this world, more than my parents ever thought. They really thought I was wasting my time, a lot of time in that class, and I learned so much more than just French in that class.
All right, y'all. She basically, when you're canning a jelly or a jam, you want to, or anything basically, you want to make sure you lay the towel down. You don't want your jars to get that extra shock of cold. So she went ahead and did that. They already started popping, so you'll hear the little ting ting.
Oh, right on cue.
And that's the best part about canning.
Oh, I love that sound.
But we're gonna go ahead and end. Do you guys, first, before we do that, do you guys have any questions about canning jelly or jams or any other canning questions for that matter?
Okay, fair enough, Thor. You are. I stand corrected. Quebecois is the proper. At least they could understand me when I went there after 4 years of French. So I must be doing something. Because you don't go there and speak English if you can help it.
I would totally be lost.
We went on Father's Day, 1984, to Quebec for the first time. We went into a Kentucky Fried Chicken. I ordered in French for my family, and we got the deluxe special treatment, and my dad got a bottle of Old Spice in French. All the fathers got one that day in there. And I still have that bottle of Old Spice in French.
Aw. That's really cool. All right, y'all. If we don't have any more questions or anything like that about canning, we're going to go ahead and end the show. I want to thank you all for coming in. This wasn't a free-for-all, so we were canning today. It's been tough. Hopefully, we'll have more stuff to can in the future. And we'll have more stuff to show y'all. But it's just been tough because we haven't had a whole lot of content. It would be cool to hear my stepdad talking with y'all in French. They didn't teach us growing up. Oh.
One more quick thing about that. My daughter learned French because my best friend and I took French class together, and she wanted to know what we were saying.
Oh.
So you should have taught yourself if you wanted to know what they were saying, because they wanted to talk without you. That's why. I know you need to go, Courtney. So.
No, I don't need to go. It's just my, I don't know. Did you have anything else you want to add, or?
No, that was it. I was just.
But yeah, Tammy will get her hours at least. I mean, if she doesn't get them all tonight, she'll definitely get them tomorrow. Because she's going live tomorrow at 10:30 or 11 o'clock p.m. or a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So she'll be live tomorrow morning as well. But tonight, head on over, help Tammy out, get her hours so she can get monetized. She's also like 40 away, I think, from 5,000. as well. So, you know, if you're new to her channel and you're new to everything, you know, subscribe, ring the bell, help her out, get her up there. She has quite a bit of following on Facebook. I think a couple of her groups has basically 100,000 people in it, if not 80,000. I think one of them does. So there's a ton of people, you know, that follow the Rebel Canners. So, all right. Well, I want to thank you all for stopping out, hanging out with us today, hanging out with Tammy and I. We'll be doing a lot more canning, a lot more educational lives. That's what this is about. So we will see you all next time. Sunday night, I'm still doing the late talk, so I'll be doing that. And then, of course, Media Monday on Monday with Blue from the Lou. She will be doing her poop stories, which crack me up. Crack me up. So thanks all for coming in, hanging out with us, and we will see you all tonight. And you have a good one. Bye, guys.